Hello and welcome back. I'm here with my colleague Tomas and we are discussing about TRC room controllers. Thomas, we have TRC 3A here, and we had a lot of discussion last time about the functions and features, but we didn't discuss anything about the inputs and outputs and other variants and models of TRC 3A.
Yeah.
So should we take a look about those?
Good idea.
Yeah.
As we mentioned, for this device we have 3 analog outputs.
Yeah.
But we also have 2 resistance inputs for external temperature sensors, or they can also act as a digital contact.
So you can use those as part of the control loop or part of some other things?
Yes, if you don't want to use the internal built-in sensor, if you want to put it inside the fan coil unit, for example, to sense the blowing air, or if you have a floor heating, you can put the floor heating sensor on the inputs.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, then we also have a digital input that is mainly for switching operation modes. If you have a PIR sensor that's sensing the people going in and out of the room, or if you have a key card like in a hotel room, you have put the card in and it activates the room into comfort mode. And if you remove the card, it goes to this echo mode automatically.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do we have then like different kind of inputs or bus like for Modbus or?
Yes, it's a standard traditional RS485 and we can use it for Modbus RTU or for BACnet MSTP.
Okay.
And it's 2 different specific product versions. You need to order the correct one.
Yes.
And it's shown in the data sheets in this ordering guide that we can probably show on screen here.
Yeah. I have it here in open.
Yeah, very good.
So you mentioned like if we look the ordering guide, we have the basic model TRC 3A.
Yeah.
We can have the versions with Modbus and BACnet, or Modbus or BACnet.
Or,
Yes, exactly. Then the power supply is basic 24 volt AC/DC.
Yes, when you run 3 analog outputs, you can run it totally fine with DC current.
Okay.
But if you are using, for example, the TRAC version, the TRACs will not work on DC, so you need to use 24 volt AC power.
That's very good thing to remember. So when you are driving TRACs, you need to have the AC power. Yes,
exactly.
Yes. How about the external measurement or additional measurements? We have a humidity, CO2, or the combination of those two.
Yes, you can have both combination if you want. And with the communication, you can read the measurements to the BMS for the BMS system to react on or log or do something with it. Or you can make the outputs work. If there is a high humidity, you can open the ventilation and try to remove some of the humidity, for example.
So you can use those for this kind of like a little bit specific applications.
Yeah. You have 3 outputs to play with. It's not a lot, but you can do a lot with them.
Yeah, but you can fit the product in quite many different applications with those. Yeah, very nice. Then we have some kind of advanced options. What I'm seeing here, we have a AI. What is that?
Yes, instead of 2 resistance inputs, we can switch out those to analog inputs. So you can, for example, if you have an analog pressure transmitter, you can connect this signal and read it by the BMS. You get an additional I/O. Quite simple if you have a close nearby vicinity of this pressure sensor or other sensors. You can maybe have an old CO2 sensor from another company or from Produal, and we can read that signal.
Okay, by using the 0 to 10 volt input.
Yes, exactly.
That's very interesting. Then I see that we have a CE control extension.
Yes, that is a little bit more advanced functions of this user interface. It will add it calls control extension, and it adds new icons to the user interface.
Okay.
It's one icon for lighting. You can turn on and off lighting.
Yeah.
And also you can have this blind control, so you can window blinds. You can make them go up and down, and different levels, 25%, 75%, kind of. Let's see, is there any more about the control extension? That it could be something more that I forgot now.
Yeah, but I mean, with those extensions, you get more out of the product. You can control blinds, lighting, heating, cooling. So you have a quite nice product combining all of those things together.
And combined with the BMS system also that can maybe run the blinds in the background. They can read this data from our TRC device if they should open or close or turn on lighting or turn off lighting.
Very nice, very nice. Yeah. And if we look, the last thing is the body color. So what we have also here is the white version.
Yeah.
But also it seems that we can have a black version.
Yes.
But I think the white and black are the main colors what we have here.
Yes. And there is one more option in the product name. If you have the TRC and you add the -P.
Okay.
On some models you can do that, and then you get the scheduler inside. It's a weekly programmed clock.
So like a calendar.
With a battery backup. And you can set the device to go into day mode or night or economy mode on different clocks.
So based on the calendar you can drive different modes on the TRC.
Yeah.
So that's the P option.
Yeah,
okay,
exactly.
That's very good. Yeah, I think that's all about the TRC 3A, and I think we will take a look on some other models maybe later on of the TRC and other TRTs and TRIs.
Yes, absolutely. Let's do that.
This was very good, and thank you for you, Thomas, and we see you on next coming episodes.
Yeah, thank you for watching.